In a weird kind of way, I can say I talked about trying to win the Nationals, but first time I won the Nationals, I remember winning, going home. I was living on my own in a flat in Richmond, and I got home and I thought, is that it? You know what I mean? It was the fun was actually the training and the camaraderie with my practice partners and seeing those small improvements through time.
I mean, that's consistent with most high-performance athletes and business people. And I was reading this piece I think it was in the Telegraph about Olympic depression, where you have the Olympians who train for the Olympics, and whether they get a gold medal like Michael Phelps, who fell into depression, or whether they lose, either way, the outcome is they just lose orientation in their life.
Yeah.
And this is why I felt it myself when a company came along when I was 24 and offered to buy my company. And I go home, look at Rightmove, look at all the cars I can buy and everything. And I feel this sense of emptiness and like, but then what? What's my life without this?
Right.
And genuinely, that was like an existential crisis, because I was like, I can't sell this thing. But the insecure broke kid in me thought he was doing this to sell this thing.
Yeah.
And it was just this really,
It's I think one of the deep paradoxes of the human mind. I mean, the sense of anticlimax when one achieves a long cherished ambition. I want to be a millionaire. I want to buy an Aston Martin. I want to win the Olympic gold medal. I remember talking to Victoria Pendleton.
Oh yeah, the Olympian.
Because the cyclist, the Olympian. You live with this ambition. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning, right? I want to win the Olympic gold. It's what, when you're on the track, she was explaining, it's what makes you push harder, because you've got this goal, this destination that's pulling you, this magnet pulling you towards it. Then when you get it, you wake up the next day, and what on earth is getting you out of bed? What's causing you to push yourself? That's one of the reasons I think people who make money very quickly face many, not all, and this is well documented, I mean, you'll know about the people who win lotteries, whose marriages can end, who end up in often depression. I mean, that's not a cliche. This is well established. And I think it's because you get something and then it's like, what is left to pursue in life? I do some interviews for The Times, sports stars, and I mentioned Victoria Pendleton, Billie Jean King. I mean, I've interviewed, most of the Ronaldo, many of the leading sports people, and it's the same story. And I think what I've noticed is that as you did, that capacity to take a step back and to say, you know what, I'm feeling low, feeling empty. I need to find something else that's going to galvanize me. And that's what gets people back on.